Today we're going to be backtesting another profitable trading strategy on TradingView on the 1 hour time frame. But before I go any further, guys, I have a burning question for you. Do you use anything other than TradingView for your trading setups? Because I'm looking for other tools as well. Put your comments down in the comments below, and don't forget I give away 100 USDT to a random comment every Friday. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Hey traders, I hope you're all going extremely well. My name's David and welcome back to my channel where I go through trading strategies. Today I'm going to be going through a trading strategy on the 1 hour time frame. It's a setup that was given to me by ChatGPT using the NNFX trading methods. NNFX is very simple. It's a rules-based trading system. We use indicators here and rules for each of our setups. The reason being is it means that we can backtest fully all of our trading strategies using TradingView's backtesting models. We can also forward test them using tools that I've built personally myself, which is a bit like a trading journal. And the whole idea behind this is not to spend all of our time in front of screens. We're going to connect all of these to bots so we can trade them and potentially earn passive income, or at least take all of the trades that are necessary to complete the trading strategy, removing emotion and also, well, at least most emotion, and also trades that you may miss while you're sleeping and things like that. So I'm going to go over to the charts. We're going to look at a new trading strategy which involves the ALMA today and some other indicators. But before I go, guys, if you do enjoy this video, if you don't mind giving it a good old thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I do videos every Monday and every Friday, and sometimes a live stream on Wednesdays. Okay, let's go. Okay, here we are on my screen on TradingView. So first things first, giving credit where credit is due. As I said, I get all of my indicators and things like that from the No Nonsense Forex Trading YouTube channel. They go through all of these wonderful indicators, which are absolutely brilliant. Then I feed that information into a ChatGPT page that I've actually fine-tuned to understand how I want to trade, so that we can backtest these trading strategies. It'll be able to give us a equity curve and see how it really does perform. I'm currently on the 1 hour and I've also tested on the 59 minutes. I'm going to go on to the 1 hour BTC USDT and let's have a look at some of these indicators. So first thing I'm going to do is start by adding the first indicator, which is the ALMA, which is the Arnaud Legoux Moving Average, which is this one here. I'm going to make it a little bit thicker for us on YouTube here, and we're going to change the length. We're going to change the length over here, or the window size, to 20. Okay, as you can see, the NNFX methods allow us to take entries when above this white line. We're looking for a trend, which is a bullish trend, so we're taking longs. When we're below the white line, we're actually taking shorts. The ALMA is the Arnaud Legoux Moving Average, invented by the guy himself, Arnaud Legoux. It uses a specific algorithm which is a little bit different to moving averages. It uses a bell pattern, which you'll probably be able to see here. This bell pattern uses Gaussian distribution, which is often used in financial algorithms. It helps us to build a moving average that is a little bit less lagging than the normal moving averages we use. So as you can see, it is very tight to price action here and could be a great way for us to work out where we're long or short. Of course, as with all moving averages, there's plenty of areas where we're in consolidation areas where we're going to be knocked out. So that is why we're looking for we're going to be adding other indicators to confirm our entries. So when price is above the white line, we're looking for longs. When we're below the white line, we're looking for shorts. Okay, now we're going to be adding our second indicator, which is the Trendilio, which is one of my absolute favorite indicators since last year. I've been using it for a little bit. I'm going to be adding this to our chart, and it's been one of the most profitable indicators that I've found in 2023 going over to 2024. As you can see, it looks a bit like an RSI. Behind this magical indicator, we're using the ALMA as well. We're using it as a crossover. As we come over above here, we're looking for an overextended area where, as you can see, we come over the overbought area here, and we actually have an absolute pump. When going down underneath the red here, as we come below the standard deviation, which is these Bollinger Bands here, we're actually looking for a short, as you can see just here, and it absolutely triggers the perfect entries for that. So another great indicator. It really was one of my best finds last year. I'm really happy with this indicator and what profit it has produced for me. The third and final indicator that we're going to be adding to our chart is normalized volume. We go up here, click indicators. We're going to add normalized volume. Is why this one here, which has 84 downloads, I'm going to be adding that to our chart as well. So normalized volume is a colored chart below. We're going to be ignoring the red and green. It's not telling us to short red and green long. It is going to be our volume indicator in our NNFX setup. It helps us to identify whether moves in the market are backed up by enough volume. So sometimes when you have candles that move in one direction or another, they are very low volume candles. This indicator helps us to find out whether there's enough volume to back up that position we're about to take. Okay, let's have a look at a long and a short setup here. As always, I am going to be cherry picking, but that's how we do it here. Just cherry pick our way to success. No, only joking. It's just a way for me to show you how to set up. Okay, so our first entry is going to be this one just here. We're going to be looking for price to be above this white line, the ALMA, which is this one here. We're looking for Trendilio to be in the green, and we're looking for there to be enough volume meaning that the candles are green. We're going to be adding the ATR bands by David Tech here. We're going to be setting them up for our stop loss and take profit. We're going to be sitting at 2.5 for our stop loss and take profits here. That's going to add these green and red lines, and we're going to be setting our stop loss to that green line just there. We're going to be giving ourselves a risk to reward of 2. Boom, and that would have given us an easy win of 1.15%, and our stop loss would have been 0.57. So absolutely brilliant. It was a perfect entry there. You would have been able to get a couple more entries as well. One here, which would have been very good as well. Let's have a look and see if we can find a short. Okay, here is our short entry on that blue line just there. As you can see, we are below the ALMA just here, just like that. We are in the red zone of the Trendilio, and we have some green candles on our normalized volume. So I'm now going to put a short position on this candle here, just like that. We're going to set the stop loss to the ATR bands, and we're looking for a risk to reward of 2 as well, which is going to be perfect like that. We have a 1.6% win there and a 0.84 stop loss, and it would have been a perfect win. You could trail these positions as always, but I find that trailing often the price comes back against you and you end up getting less of a profit than you would have expected. So yeah, so there's our setup. Okay, I'm going to go away and code this now so we can backtest it and see what the results would have been on historical values. I will also deep backtest it as far back as I possibly can on Bybit's data to see whether really this would have worked well as a trading strategy. I'll try and also add some tweaks to try and make it even better. As I said, this was suggested to me by ChatGPT, and there's always ways to make these things better. Right, let's go.
Come on, David. Once again, he's gone to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. Come on, David, show us what you got.
Guys, before I go any further, this video is not sponsored by Bybit, but thank you very much to them for always supporting our community. I've negotiated with them for a 30% reduction in your trading fees. If you use the link down in the description or in the first comment to Bybit when you sign up for a Bybit account, you can trade all cryptocurrencies on their platform. And remember, having a lower trading fees is already a huge edge on the market. So thanks to Bybit, and don't forget, with your first deposit, there are huge bonuses. So once again, thank you very much to them for all of the support they give to our community. Okay, let's get over to those backtesting results. Okay guys, here we are on the new setup for Trading View. Here I'm going to go over, we're going to click here to reveal the results here. Drum roll please. Okay, perfect. As you can see, we have a great setup. We have all of the setups as they should be. A couple of tweaks that I made were that I don't trade on the weekends myself personally. So I removed the weekends. They generally lose money anyway. So whereas a red background, I will hold positions over the weekend, but I won't take no new positions over the weekend. So that is one thing that I've tweaked onto this trading strategy. The other thing was that I actually added the ADX because it kind of gave me better results. I will remove it and show you what the results are afterwards. But yeah, they're the two kind of things that I added to improve this trading strategy. Off the hat, it wasn't as good as the previous trading strategies, but with a little bit of tweaking and setting up the settings, I've managed to find an okay setup. So as you can see, most of the months are green, which is great. We have a couple of red months, but that's expected. You have to give back to the market. We have a win rate of 54%. Now, I know that I actually played with the risk to reward settings. We're at 1.5 R&R ATR. So we are using the ATR, as I said earlier, with an R&R of 1.5 here. Currently at 1.4 actually. Yeah, you can take that all the way down to 1.1 or 1, and you can actually get that win rate up to 60%, 61%. But obviously, your net profit is going to be a lot less. Max wins in a row were 7, max losses in a row were 5. And we had a total number of trades of 243. Let's go and have a look at that wonderful equity curve to see how it looks. So as you can see, the equity curve looks pretty good. We have some areas where we are going up all in one and coming down a bit. The drawdown may be a little bit big in some areas, but it certainly is making a trend in the right direction up there. We have a net profit of 1,275%. 243 closed trades, as I said before. We have a 54.73 win rate, a profit factor of 1.4, a max drawdown of 30%, and yeah, that's as far as we go with that one. Okay, I'm going to go over to the performance summaries. We're going to have a look at some of the other things here. We have a Sharpe ratio, which is a little bit lower than I like, well, a lot lower than I like. But when you look at the buy and hold, if you would have purchased Bitcoin all the way back here, you would have made a 17% return on your investment, as this one here would have made 1,275%, which is absolutely amazing in comparison to the buy to hold. Just for information, the first trade was on the 21st of January 2021. I'm going to go over and do the deep back testing and go back as far as we possibly can. As you can see, we're now all the way back in 2020 March. And we now have a net profit of 3,713%, 315 closed trades. The win rate's pretty much the same as it was, 53%, we lost 1%. And the max drawdown was still 30, which is a bit higher than I like, but like I said, we are using leverage. Set fees to 0.4, which is currently what I pay as a fee. Let's take it up to 0.75 to see if it's still profitable at that point. So I've increased the commission, which is the fees, to 0.075 and the slippage to 13 ticks, which tends to be the average. As you can see, the equity curve looks a lot more jagged, but still going in the right direction. We've lost around 300%, I believe there, or a bit more actually. If I do a deep back test now, we now have a net profit of 2,060%, 315 trades, 53% win rate. Yep, so the equity curve looks a little bit more jagged, but certainly isn't something to throw into the bin, try and improve it. As I always say, we have an absolutely amazing group on Discord where we're all trying to find the best settings together. All of this information is put into what we call the incubation period, where we stock all of these trading strategies into a trading journal. It continues taking its entries as if it's on a real market, putting it all into a trading journal so we can see how it would have actually reacted on real-time trades over a 3-month period, over a 6-month period, and come back to them and have them all in a nice clean table. Okay guys, as always, I'm not trying to convince you to go away and trade this as it is. It certainly isn't my job to do that. I'm just here trying to back test the trading strategies to see whether they really work using an NFX strategy at the moment, but I will also look back at some of the YouTube ones that we did before in the near future. Like I said, if you have any strategies that you would like me to backtest, please put them down in the comments below and you might be up for winning 100 USDT. Speaking of that, my next job is to give give away 100 USDT for last week's comments, I'm going to go back over to YouTube and look at the last video. Okay, here we are on the latest video on David Tick. I'm going to randomly choose a giveaway. Unfortunately, the giveaway button doesn't seem to be working at the moment, so I'm just going to randomly choose one here like this. Jeff, you have just won 100 USDT. Thank you very much for your comment. I hope it was a positive one. Please reach out to Vlad on Discord. He'll give you a form to fill out, and I'll send you the USDT as quick as possible. Okay guys, that's all from me this week. Thank you once again to all of the wonderful Patreons. If you want to add these David Tick strategies to your trading view, you can find the Patreon links below. You'll be able to access all of our wonderful settings if you're part of the elite backtesters, which is included in all of the packages as long as you participate in the community. Okay guys, without further ado, have a great weekend, keep safe, keep coding, trade like a boss, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye bye.
Come on, David. Once again, he's gone to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. RSI and MACD.